Morning, how y'all doing this fine morning? Happy Thursday to you. What's the 411? What's the 411 on this fine Thursday? As y'all can see, oh, I left my watch. As y'all can see, I'm heading on down the line. I'm getting on down. Everybody got their garbage can out. Oh, my stomach kind of acting a donkey today. But we gonna claim the victory over this. We gonna stop it right now. Oh, they got their little camper trailer out there. They must be taking them a little weekend trip. Cause I don't know. I wonder where they keep that little drop thing. They got a little drop, a drop trailer. And they only they only have it out here a few times a year. So they must be getting ready to hook up for the Memorial Day weekend. It's the weekend, baby. Our manager told us we can either work from home tomorrow, which I was going to do anyway. I was supposed to be going in Monday, but Monday something ended up happening, and I ended up working from home. And therefore, I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday, is my third day. So I was going to work from home tomorrow anyway. Yeah, and I'm on vacation next week, so I think I got some chicken wings out. I want to make some barbecue chicken wings in the oven. So somebody said they cooked that Sunday, and I'm like, ooh, that sound good. That sound delicious. So I might cook that, and I got some frozen asparagus in the freezer, so I might throw them little spears in the air fryer and cook that. And I got one of them little individual things of Bob Evans mashed potatoes. Yeah, that sounds like a meal. But then it all depends on how I feel when I get off work today. I ain't gonna hold y'all and be talking to y'all all doing my way to work. But you know, I was listening to something last night, and this is so true. And people were getting up in arms about, you know, people should be protesting for this and they should be protesting for that, and don't support this corporate person because this, and you know, and I was just thinking to myself, one of the situations, what I don't know if y'all familiar over here with Keith Lee, he does a lot of food reviews, and he did a sponsorship for Pizza Hut, and of course people got up in arms about it, and he said he was not aware of what was going on. And it's funny how people don't, you know, it's almost like I'll feed kids, hungry kids over in Africa, but I won't feed hungry kids right here. The money that he got from that campaign, he utilized and used it for, you know, schools, and donated that money to some schools here and in America, you know, that needed it. And so that's the thing. People it's like you can't have more than one passion and can't do more than one thing. And it's like, forget about the fact that, yeah, I realize people are suffering over here, suffering over there, and it's no comparison. Nobody's trying to be in a competition about who's suffering the worst or what's going on. But it's like, you know, people have homeless people right here in the city, and they'll send money over to a third world country and won't feed a hungry child here. And it just makes no sense. I was looking at this lady with this lunch situation and how they would turn the kids away, and she was bringing extra money every day to feed the kids. She said, I just can't stand it. She said, and I didn't have any money yesterday, and they took the tray and gave the child a cold sandwich. She said, the child started crying. She said, I just can't take that. And so people started sending her donations, and she said she didn't want it. There was only 2 more days left of school. Don't send anything. She wasn't making the video for that. She was making the video just for awareness about, you know, how sorry her school is, you know, and what they do to the children. But it's not just her school. And I just think that's sad that, you know, you get to a point where you won't let a child eat lunch because you don't even know that child may not have even had a meal at home. And that's what I'm saying. You can't cover people over here in your own home. You can't cover people in your own. It's just like you on a personal level. You can't cover people in your own home, but you worried about trying to cover people in everybody else's home but your own. Your children don't have decent clothes. Your children don't have food to eat. But you're trying to feed Joanne next door, so-and-so next door. It's all right to share, but you neglecting yourself and your children to do something elsewhere. And your children are going to school shaking and hungry. Make it make sense. And that's kind of like what it is. It's like, it's just not one suffering going on in the world. It's genocides going on all over the world. And we have to be cognizant of a lot of things. Just because a person is not passionate about your cause doesn't mean that they don't understand your cause. Just because they're passionate somewhere else to do something and work in another area, maybe to feed the homeless, and you want them to put schools on the top of their list. Well, they might be out on the ground running every day feeding the homeless. They may be working with the drug addicts or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Your charity may be, okay, I'm going to help the children with St. Jude. And somebody else over there said, well, Shane, St. Jude got enough donators. But they don't ever stop doing good work. So that might be my passion. So does that mean that other things and other needs does not exist? Not only here in America, but all over the world. So I don't have to make what you deem important and should be my only cause to be your only cause. And sometimes I have to do things that's going to help my cause and help bless the people that I'm trying to work with. You see, maybe it's me. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. And I was just like, and someone kind of broke it down. When the Holocaust was going on, it was still injustices right here. So that didn't stop. So was the fight for that injustice over here supposed to stop because something was going on over there as well? And it's just, I hate that people are so one-sided. And then like, if you don't fight for their cause, I'm going to use Chick-fil-A for example. If they're up in arms, you can love everybody else, but you want me to just completely boycott a company because I don't necessarily, and I may not agree with your lifestyle. That doesn't mean that I don't want you treated right or treated fair or anything, but I just have my own thoughts on that. And I think that's why, they took a stance on this is a Christian organization. And they're not saying to treat you bad or do you wrong. But I don't know. It's just how people's mindset is these days. It was one lady. I said I want to talk to y'all all the way to work. Here I am running my mouth. And then one lady, and I think they need to get rid of, it's sad to say, but I almost think they need to get rid of participation awards. I've said this for a long time. It's like everybody can't get an award. This is not special needs Olympics or things like that. And even them, they have first, second, and third place. When I was growing up, it was first, second, and third. If you didn't make first, second, or third, or tie or something, you just didn't get the trophy. You didn't get the award. Not everybody getting an award. And that's what we don't want to hurt little Johnny feelings. Johnny feelings need to be hurt so he can put some effort into next time. That's why they show up and do the bare minimum, and they like this all the way across the board. And people don't see anything wrong with that. Parents is part of the problem because you want your child to get a reward for showing up doing absolutely nothing, just for showing up. Everybody's just not going to be good. You're not going to be good at everything. Well, guess what? You're going to be good at something. You're going to be blessed with something and concentrate on your gift. But also, if you didn't, say you didn't play. Say you was an ice skater or something like that. I just remember that Tanya Harding thing where you were jealous of the girl and had somebody do something to her instead of you constantly keep working on your craft. You're not going to always be the winner. You're not going to always be the best. It's always somebody better than all of us. That doesn't mean that you don't have your own space in that area. I call myself the jack of all trades sometimes, but the master of none. But I'll put my hand in it and I'll try it. Some things I try. I'm like, well, I can't do that. And I ain't doing that no more. But some things I'm like, I can do it just good enough. I can do it just good enough for me. Somebody said comparison is a thief of happiness, but I think you need to teach your children to learn how to be gracious losers. Learn how that sometimes you're just not going to be up on the podium. You may never get up on the podium, but that's all right. That doesn't mean that you're not a winner. You're just not a winner in those things. But it makes you strive to do your best, makes you strive to do better. One girl gave an example about she used to be the best student in her class, and she would get all the trophies and all the awards. And so she, would do the bare minimum. She said, because she didn't have to work hard. Well, a new girl, she said she was real salty. A new girl came into town, and she said that grades were real close together, but she wasn't putting in a whole lot of effort. Because, it came to her like that. And she said that year she didn't get, that new girl came in and took all her stuff. She said she only got one award, and her mother didn't make it any better. She got a black parent. This was a black young lady anyway. And she was like, just kind of like, look at you. I can't believe, the mother, instead of saying you did a good job, because the mother knew that she wasn't putting in her best effort. That's what I'm saying. So, y'all, it's just like, I don't know. The mother acting, this was like, I think was the first grader or a kindergartner was acting such a fool about their child not getting an award at an awards program. And I think that's something the schools need to cut out. We got these awards, try to do it. Everybody can't be, and you can be in the science fair, but everybody can't go represent the school for the city. We gonna send the very best. It makes you want to do right. It makes you want to do good. It makes you want to do better. It makes you work for something. And that's the thing. People don't want to work for anything. It's a microwave, most definitely society. I just put it in and I'm supposed to get it. And that's just not how it works. Sometimes you put effort in, and it just comes to like, oh man, I'm working so hard. And it just don't work out. I've done it in my life. Everything is not always a winning season for me. But you learn to lose and be gracious, and you learn to graduate and congratulate, and celebrate others. And I hate that we've lost that, in society. It just seems like we've lost a lot of that in society. I think that's what's wrong with a lot of children now, that they want to be rewarded for the bare minimum. I see some of you on jobs, it's like, honey, your parents love you. I always have said this, and I've taught my daughter this. They be on Gen Xers all the time. We were raised differently. The world don't love you. And if you better teach your children that early on. With these pissy fits and hissy fits they throw when things don't go their way, they can't get this, they blame everybody for their life and everything else. Well, baby, you're going to have to wake up. I still see grown adults, and I mean in your 30s, in your 40s, and 50s, still blaming mom, still blaming something that happened in their childhood. Look, you grown. You are grown. Go get the help you need. Do the work you need. And people think I'm hard on that, but I didn't have no easy life. And so I went through some trials and storms in childhood and adulthood, but you got to determine that you're going to trust God and have faith and believe God and do the freaking work. I'm not saying you got to be a paying pity-patty with the person you feel that hurt you. No, but you need to do the work yourself and stop blaming people for your life. Get up and stop playing the blame game. You blaming everybody but looking in the mirror. Well, at what point are you going to take responsibility for your life and yourself and get up and start doing something about it? My mama didn't do this when I was a kid. She probably did the best she could. And even if she didn't, okay. You think I think my mother did the best she could? Shoot, no. I know she didn't. But I'm thankful for her today, because without her, I wouldn't be here. I don't hold a grudge against her. She did what she could. It sure wasn't the best, but she did what she could. I could have held on to that for the rest of my life, but no. I had to go on and live a life and be a productive member of society and do something with my life. So I just don't get it. And people are like, well, yeah. No, I felt a whole lot of different ways when I was growing up. Didn't feel like I was loved. So freaking what? And you look at your parents in the situation of how they raised. Maybe they didn't get it 100% right, but I said, well, they got it a little better. When you hear their backstory and their situation, well, they got it just a little bit better. Okay, let me try to improve on mine. Do I think I did 100% the best? My daughter may not think so. But I hope I got it just a little bit better with some of the foundation that my parents instilled still than me. I hope I got it just a little bit better. I hope. And I hope when she have kids, if she do so, that she get it just a little bit better, do the best she can. But I just don't get it. I mean, you know. So no, I don't have, and well, you know, and I listen to some counselors, because I have a couple of friends as counselors. I'm like, you're not doing your patients any favors making excuses for grown folks. Grown folks. All the time, you are coddling them to me. Yes, it's a process to healing, but you got to start that process. Everybody don't have the same lifestyle. People think, well, you had it. No, I didn't have it easy. No, I did not. And it still ain't easy for me. You know, people look at where you are now and they just assume a whole lot about your life and don't know what you done been through. That's what they see. They see the glory. And I don't even think I'm in a glorious state. I'm blessed. I thank God I'm blessed. But I have good days and I have bad days. But I get up thanking God every day. Because if God say the same, I will be 55 years old this year. And what a blessing. What a blessing. Y'all better get up with a thankful heart and realize that but God, you are still here. You still got another chance. Stop wallowing in self-pity and do something about whatever it is. Whatever it is in your life. It's not too late if you're still breathing. Take up your bed and walk. And stop looking up for somebody else to fix it for you. We all need a helping hand, but people want to help people. Because I had told my daughter, I've been really helping some folks, and it's been a hit on me financially. And I said, you know, I'm done. I am done. And it's not that I don't think they still need the help, they do. But I can't do it anymore. Because what I see is you not making an effort, you not helping yourself, you're not helping your family, you're not helping your children. At some point, no, because at what point are you going to get it? That is not anybody else's responsibility to keep on doing the things that you need to be doing. And I know somebody's going to get on here, well, soon. Oh, go get up, get your pacifier out your damn mouth, excuse me. Yeah, I said it. It's one thing when you can't, but it's another thing when you can, and all you doing is whining and crying about what somebody else ain't doing for you. And guess what? This economy is rough, and we all, and when I say we all, I don't care how much money you make. We all struggling out here. We all got it. Got the same grocery bills. Ain't no aid over here. Bills on top of bills. But I got people who got bills on top of bills wondering why somebody else ain't helping them and they not doing a darn thing for themselves and can. Why the government ain't giving them this? Why they ain't getting this? Why this ain't that? Why such and such? My sister over here got such and such money. Why your sister work for her money? My mama and them live here and they ain't doing nothing for me. What you doing for you? And then, oh, these jobs ain't paying. Well, no. You think I don't care how much money you make. You always want to make a little bit more. You want to make a little bit more. Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. About yourself?
Good. I got to get off here, y'all. I'm on the property.